I forgot to mention something really, really funny actually in that video. I have to cancel the uploads because I started uploading, but drug addicts work harder to get what they want than the average person. It's hilarious, but it's the honest truth. Drug addicts work harder to get what they want than average people. Just know that that's insane, but it's the truth. Because if they want the drug, they will get it. They will do anything to get it. Whereas you would just sit around and not do anything and complain and think about how much you want it. They take action. You don't. Don't let a drug addict be better than you. Hi, my name is Victoria China and welcome back to my channel. No one cares. Like, genuinely, nobody cares. Nobody cares what trauma you have been through. No one cares about the bad stuff that has happened to you. No one cares about how upset you are. No one actually deeply, truly cares. So you've got to just be there for yourself, because no one genuinely cares. You are always at fault. So stop victimizing yourself always. People will get annoyed at me saying this, Victoria, people have got trauma, people have got that. Yeah, I do too. The shit that I've been through, literally 2 years ago, the shit that I'm going through now, if I told you about it, it would mess with your head, but I don't show it. Because I fucking know how to deal with it. And this is the honest truth. People are like, oh, stop it, you're triggering me. I don't know what's going on with my generation. Like, you're triggering me. Who the fuck cares if I'm triggering you or not? Deal with it. You've got to just deal with it. That's the honest truth. You've got to deal with it. Because it's not people's responsibility to know your triggers. It's not their responsibility. It's your responsibility to know how to handle and cope with them. It's a different story when you're teaching yourself, how do I cope with these triggers? How do I cope with the trauma that I've been through? How do I cope with this? But it's different when you don't try to cope with it and you just allow people, and you just, like, whenever people say something to you that, like, build that trauma back up and they remind you of these things accidentally, not even like directly talking about it, just like, oh, something, let's say something happened to you in a playground. Oh, I was at the playground, and you get triggered because they started talking about playground, and then you get mad at them. It's not their responsibility to know your triggers, and it's not their responsibility to be careful and wary around you. It's your responsibility to know how to handle and deal with them. So stop victimizing yourself, because people always victimize themselves. They always find somebody to blame apart from themselves. This boy doesn't like you, doesn't respect you. Why the fuck are you keeping him in your life? Why is he still in your life? You are choosing to let him in. We choose what we want to let into our lives and what we don't want in our lives. And let me just tell you something. If you've got people in your life that piss you off, why are they in your life? The reason, because I don't usually use vulgar words, but this topic, it gets me so annoyed because people always like to blame other people for absolutely everything. And this is even something that my grandmother says to me. She told me the name of a shop and she was like, please text them that I didn't receive my parcel. And I was like, okay. I text them, and then she wasn't getting a text back for like 2 weeks, and then she told me, Victoria, check the person that you texted. And I go, and she's like, and my mom checks and she's like, no, that's the wrong thing. And then my gran goes like, oh, Victoria, this is your fault. And I was like, no. I asked you. You said, yes, it's this person. Now you're blaming me because I texted the wrong person. It's the fact that everybody just likes to victimize themselves. Everybody likes to they feel as if they have no control. When you do have control, you want to be successful, you want to do this, you want to do that, you go and do it. You go and do it. You don't sit around doing nothing. You just don't. And let me tell you this. If you're like, I'm scared that I'll lose this person in my life. I'm scared I'll lose this person in my life. Let them leave. Let them leave. It's even better for you if they do leave. Genuinely. Because if that person isn't going to stick around and wait around for your success, do you think that person is deserving to even be there during your successes? Because I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. And I would rather have that person leave, no matter how hard it is on me, rather that person leave. The amount of anxiety and stress that it takes is crazy, but the amount of knowledge that you gain through this process is outstanding, and it beats all of those emotions. It's not easy, and no one ever said it will be. And that's something a lot of people don't tend to understand. It's not going to be easy, but you are making the choices. You are a free human being with a free will. So you can do absolutely anything you want. No matter how good, how bad, there are always consequences. Always consequences. And whatever you put out, it will come back to you. So things like, let's say you are constantly making fun of someone, that will come back onto you. Never in my life has it not happened where someone was mocking me, making fun of me, being extremely rude and genuinely just a horrible human being towards me. Never has that person ever not been humiliated afterwards, with me not having to do absolutely anything. I don't do anything, I don't speak negatively on that person's behalf, but that person still deals with so much now that it's just, you know, but you are in control of your life. This person's doing this to you, you take them out. You're like, no. I don't know why people are so afraid to control. People want control so badly, but they don't understand how much they've got already, and they get so stressed about it, and they just don't do anything about it. You want more control and you want more power? Well, how do you expect yourself to have more control and more power if you cannot even bring a person out of your life because you're too afraid? Like, I'm sorry, that's just messed up. I couldn't care less if someone leaves my life. As much as I might want that person in my life, if that person chooses to leave, go ahead, because in the long term, it's better for me and it's better for them. At least right now. So, guys, just honestly, nobody is responsible for your triggers. Nobody is responsible for anything. Stop staying in one place. Get out of that place. Call the comfort zone, and you've got, if you want to heal from a trauma, unfortunately, you've got to live through that thing again in your head this time. It's not easy. It's not, because I've been through it. It's not easy at all. But until you get out of that victim mindset and until you stop blaming everyone for everything that happens in your life, you will not find happiness, because then you won't understand that you are in control of your choices and your choices have consequences. You won't fully understand that until you stop being the victim in your life. So yeah, this video is actually heavily inspired by the Wizard Liz. She made so many great points, and I was like, absolutely, I agree with like everything you say. So yeah, hope you guys have a lovely and blessed day, and yeah, bye guys.